Welcome to day 12 of Writing Your Novel in a Month challenge. Today we're going to be talking about the catharsis scene, or the climax, or the crisis scene. This is the scene where um everything comes to a crescendo, kind of like think of it like the the bass drum, at, in music, how that sound is. That's kind of where you're at with the when you're doing the catharsis scene. Um, it serves as the emotional and narrative apex. It's the moment when the protagonist confronts his greatest challenge, and tensions that have been simmering throughout the whole story come to a head. This scene is not simply about drama, it's about resolution, transformation, and release. Okay, there's the essential elements of a catharsis scene include the protagonist facing his deepest fears or adversaries, and it's very high stakes at this point. Okay, this scene everything looks hopeless at this point. Um, it's a do or die moment. It's the moment when the protagonist is sentenced to murder, though he's innocent. It's the moment when the protagonist's love is missing in battle. It's when he's returning from a long journey, but he's unsure whether she'll be there for him. It's when the protagonist has a gun to her head, and she hears the click of the gun at her head. That's the catharsis scene. To set up this scene, um, you want to begin by reviewing the emotional elements and narrative threads that have been woven throughout your story. Okay, you need to look at all those. You need to look at the ends. Have they been secured? Um, the scene's power comes not only from the confrontation itself, but also the groundwork that was laid in previous chapters. Later on, we'll be learning about foreshadowing tricks, or and simmering tensions, and the gradual deepening of stakes. Don't worry at this point about having details in your scene. Just get it down. Okay. You'll be adding to this catharsis scene as you go along. You want to make sure that you um, bookmark this scene so you can return to it regularly to compare what you're doing with the end there. Um, and then changing things if you need to. This is one of my rules where I break the rules of don't edit until you're done. I started doing this, and it makes it a whole lot easier to write and not get blocked. Um, you're allowing your antagonist's arc to reach its boiling point. Ask yourself what fear, flaw, or secret has been holding them back. What revelation or decision will finally break the deadlocks? What how would let your As confrontation unfolds, let the dialogue and action expose the truth. Don't just tell it, show it. This is especially the most important spot that you have, where showing and not telling comes in. Um, so, above all, your catharsis scene must be um, anchored in emotion. Okay, it's that this moment that the reader feels the pulse of your narrative, the heartbreak, the triumph, or bittersweet release. layering tension and revelation and genuine transformation, you will create a climax that resonates, setting the stage for the resolution to follow. So, as I've said before, don't worry that this scene isn't perfect at this point. You are just getting down the details, or not details. You're getting down the major stuff that comes to mind. Okay, you might get some of the dialogue or some of the action or some of the a combination of it. To kind of get the idea of what's going on, how this conflict is going to come about, that leads to your wrap up. So. Um, Again, not this scene nor no any of the scenes for that matter have to be perfect. And so we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, bye.